aggressive now.
Copy that. Attacking.
When we sat down to conceptualize what career mode in Project Motor Racing would look like, our intention was to get players to think like professional racers and work backwards from there. In other words, how do you turn hot lap heroes into seasoned drivers feeling the pressure of real pros who don't approach each weekend ready to rewrite multiple chapters of the record books? Central to that, and to career mode, is an authentic motorsports economy. Your goal here isn't to win every single event, and there aren't any prize cars to unlock. It's you against your wallet because, well, that's racing, isn't it? Motorsport isn't particularly equal or fair. You'll start by selecting one of 3 financial backstories. Whether you want to replicate a rags to riches story, jump into the middle of the ladder right away, or take a shot at the very top echelons of motorsport is up to you and your ambitions. You'll then be asked to find a location for your team shop. Whether your team is based in North America, Europe, or Asia, that'll influence the prices of cars and event entry fees. And just like real racing, everything's available from the start. Whether you can afford it or not, though, will be based on your team's finances. You can make your life a little easier by selecting from one of 8 sponsorship models, our way of simulating the negotiations that go on every off-season between teams and the brands who support them. Each sponsorship model offers a different type of financial support. Some will merely give you a flat fee for showing up, others will pay your travel costs or repairs, and some will demand very specific results. It's on you whether you play it safe or risk it all and make a push for the championship. You'll begin career mode in the off-season, where you can enter any championship or one-off endurance race if you can afford it. What happens out on the track after that is on you. Wins, podiums, and sponsorships can keep your finances in the black, but travel costs and damage repairs will constantly eat into your wallet, sometimes a little more than you anticipated. And just like real racing, you might be surprised at the paycheck come season's end. It's not the 80s anymore. And that one dive for glory into turn 1 could wipe out your entire career in one split second. Be careful. This is Pro Motorsport.
Colonel, your men
This better be important. I'm on a serious mission here.
What is it? I thought you hate tech.
Damn right. But this is completely different. Look, I'm almost at my 100-hour mark.
Sure, Colonel, but Your soldiers are turning into zombies as we speak.
Ah, those bastards. Never a minute to myself.
Finally. I thought he'd never leave.
Chaos. It is the improvisation of fate. Chaos. The art of breaking free from the confines of reality. When the raven cries, millions of wings will tear the night apart.
Claire, time to escort the Raven.
The time has come.
Do you read poetry, my friend? For it tells us not what has happened, but what is going to happen.
The mission is to rescue an inmate with intel on Skynet, so why start a riot?
Don't look at me, mate. I was working on the toilet.
Just go on. Track him down and contact Zoya.
Divine Messenger has guided me to your rescue. You are free. No. Firstly, it wasn't a Divine Messenger. Just a little birdie. Secondly, I've always been free. You're the ones trapped in order.
Inmates have taken the control room and activated tidal defense system.
It's all part of this madman's plan!
That guy doesn't look like he's asking for help.
Zoya was tricked by a birdie.
The guests have arrived. Now let the chaos thicken! Then, Mythor. The air grew denser, perfumed from an unseen sensor, swung by angels whose faint footfalls tinkled on the tufted floor.
GTI. Watch out! There's hallucinogens in the smoke!
Luna!
Luna?
Wretch, I cried. These forces lent thee by the spirits it had sent thee. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Don't. They'll feel the blade of betrayal pierce their hearts just as I have.
Tidal lock defense protocol fully engaged. Area is on the brink of complete
I don't know what's
submersion.
going on between you two, but we gotta pull out. Now!
Order, the formula of fate. And chaos, fate's writing poetry. Look into the eyes of a friend, a sibling, a partner, a lover. That person is capable of anything. Lies, violence, infidelity, murder. A pessimist might account for this by humanity's inherent cruelty.
Vile beasts!
An optimist may think it only demonstrates the plasticity of our identities.
Only beasts are burden, needing leadership.
A new archetype has arrived. Forebears of tradition, an enduring moral order, forced into shadows by the circumstances of their biology, elevated to wealth and power by sheer force of will. Otto and Aurora Cress. Sister dear.
Yes, lover? These rough beasts would like to make our acquaintance.
Two very different kinds of genius. Her gifted in chemistry, him gifted in politics. Opposite and complementary tools of manipulation. Always watching, never out of reach. The fountainhead of a medicated and managed future. Look into the eyes of a friend. Look into a mirror. Know that you are capable of anything except choice.
So, how did you create that?
Well, so I started back in Red Hill County, you know, over along the coast. But then I split the track between Grizzly River and Smoky Hill. Turned one half into a western town, and the other one into a crazy stadium with dinosaurs and jet skis. Just watch.
All by yourself?
Well, Bubba, Sarah, and Scooter all helped me. Once we found out about the loops, things got a little out of hand.
So, what do we do now?
What do you think? We play!
Oh, wait.
What?
Do you really want to race in that?
I got you. Satisfied? Much better.
We're looking at a possible 3-car pileup on the interstate. Traffic is being rerouted east. Ambulances are on site, with multiple casualties being transported to nearby hospitals.
Any available surgeons? We have a patient calling in a cardiac arrest.
Listen, if you seriously want to consider running this place, you'll need some training.
Through Flanders, Portugal, and Spain, King George commands and we obey. Over the hills and far away.
Meet the Lokiceratops, one of the most spectacular horned dinosaurs you can add to your park. With its huge, colourful frill and curved horns, this recently discovered ceratopsian is guaranteed to be a guest favourite. Watch them show off. These social dinosaurs display fascinating territorial behaviours that guests love to observe. They thrive in small groups and can share space with other peaceful herbivores. Just provide plenty of room and vegetation. Powerful, distinct, unmissable. The Lokiceratops is a captivating headline attraction for any new park.
moments that last forever go beyond what we see on the court.
You are the Finals MVP.
These moments start with the ball, a dream, and a relentless will to win. They're a culmination of every effort put into the game since they first stepped on the court. All of those moments have led to this one. NBA 2K26. Ball over everything.
It's time to breathe new life into our beautiful island. Who needs skyscrapers when you can have tree houses with the best view in Tropico? Presidente looks better in green, and that's saying something.
Green is my favorite color. The color of nature. And money.
Distraction! Hey everyone. Somber is here, and so is a fresh update packed with hot crashes and cool fixes. Good lord! What is that thing? Somehow we made it through, and we have a lot of new things to show you, so let's dive right in. Since no Demolition Derby game would be complete without the Last Man Standing game mode, we've added that too. Bing bang boom! Pow! Perfect. And to make sure you can go out in style, we've also given some love to car damage. Online gameplay has been improved too, and we've also added server favorites. Improvement! And of course, we got new tracks too. First up is a new Demolition Derby track, complete with car crunching machines. Scrapyard. ambush your friends, play hide and seek in a junkyard maze, or just floor it and hope for the best. We also got new rocking banger racing track with dirt oval, figure 8 and derby layouts. This track is for those who enjoy living dangerously or just have no idea how to steer their car. It's summer, so we're going camping, Wreckfest style. Summer, sausage, sauna and a cold drink. What could be better? And if you don't prefer country life, we've also got Cardinal, the official ride for urban hillbillies and anyone who believes the bigger the car, the better the crash. So, try out the update, crash some cars and tell us what's next.
Приказ занять стратегические точки. Вас понял. Achtung! Feindliches Fahrzeug! Ракеты уже в пути!
Attention commanders, summer has arrived. The season of vacations, camping, spending time with friends, and of course, checking out exciting new updates in your favorite games. Meet the Forest Shadows update. But don't expect to find only mushrooms and berries in our woods, because things are heating up, even in the shade. So it's time, get ready for battle. This year marks the 80th anniversary of the end of the Second World War, and we couldn't resist returning to Berlin, more precisely, to the forest surrounding it. These are the very woods where the final barrages of the European theater thundered. In April 1945, the troops of the First Belarusian Front began their assault on Silo Heights, while simultaneously, the First Ukrainian Front advanced from the south. On April 25th, they joined forces near Potsdam, finishing the encirclement of the German capital. And as you know, soon afterwards, Berlin fell. In the new Wald mission, the action unfolds in the legendary forests of Brandenburg. Prepare to immerse yourself in this unique combat environment. A combination of dense woodlands, rural areas, and industrial facilities offer many tactical options for dynamic mid- and long-range engagements. On the outskirts of town, you'll find a formidable defense line designed to halt the advance of attackers. Here, close-quarters specialists will find their calling. Overcoming the network of trenches and pillboxes won't be an easy task. Prove your skill in navigating the rough terrain, break through enemy defenses, demonstrate tactical superiority in urban warfare, and complete your objective. Victory is in your hands, commanders. With the new mission comes another vital feature, the preferred mission system. Now you can have an influence on where your battle takes you. Pick your preferred ones and enjoy battles on the locations you really love. No one likes commanders who leave their teammates outnumbered. From this update on, deserters will not only earn less rewards for the battles they left, but also receive a 20% penalty on their next 2 matches. We continue to make the game better. This update also introduces major visual changes to all ground and air effects, bullet impacts, explosions of vehicles, bombs, artillery shells, drop tanks, grenades and rockets, projectiles ricocheting off the armor of the tanks, alongside improved sound effects, gunfire, air burst, and much more. You can now visually distinguish high explosive and armor-piercing shell hits from fast-firing vehicles and aircraft too. This update introduces 4 new weapons, 1 for each nation. You are already familiar with the Soviet automatic rifle from World War II, commanders. However, this variant of the AVT-40 comes with a pleasant surprise, a 20-round magazine. Time to upgrade your arsenal. Japanese combat engineers refit the M2 carbines that they captured for their needs, creating a compromise between the firepower of a rifle and the mobility of an assault weapon. When there's nowhere left to retreat to, this carbine becomes your last but very deadly words. Operation Werewolf required a special approach to weaponry. German saboteurs were given a suppressed version of the revolutionary STG-44 assault rifle, a combination of automatic fire and stealth in one package, just what was needed in guerrilla warfare. An elite force formed during one of the darkest chapters of history. British commandos now join the fray too. Thanks to access to American weaponry, they are armed with Thompson M1 submachine guns instead of the less reliable Sten. Plus, the added suppressor makes this weapon an even deadlier tool in special operations. And of course, we haven't forgotten the new vehicles either. For example, one of the best tank destroyers of the US Army during World War II, the M36 Slugger, appears on the battlefield. In boxing and baseball, Sluggers are known for their strong, heavy hits. This vehicle lives up to its nickname thanks to its powerful 90mm cannon that can penetrate most enemy tanks. The Jagdpanther, or in German, the Jagdpanther, is famous for the same reason. These tank destroyers are armed with the same powerful 88mm cannon as the King Tiger. This is not the first time this iconic predator appears in the game, but now it's unlockable for everyone as a counterpart to the Slugger and other similar high-tier machines. Achieving victory on the ground alone doesn't win the battle, but in this update, Japan's Violet Lightning, the N1K2J Shiden-K joins the fight. With its 4 20mm cannons, your air superiority is ensured, and the 2 rockets will hold the infantry in bay. Strike like lightning. Behind the Type 5 fighter designation lies a true predator of the skies, the Kawasaki Ki-100. It's highly maneuverable and armed for every situation thanks to its 2 20mm cannons, 2 12.7mm machine guns, and 2 250kg bombs. Who will you intimidate this time? The enemy infantry, or your rivals in the sky? The choice is yours. We're continuing to refine existing mechanics with greater attention to detail, while also introducing new features many of you have been waiting for. Possibility to change the nationality of soldiers. You can now switch between Germans and Italians for the Axis, and between Americans and British for the Allies. One of the most important parts of our work on improving existing game systems is improving the behavior of AI-controlled soldiers. With this update, we've tackled many of their most problematic issues. In particular, we've resolved numerous problems related to bushes, which previously allowed bots to take out enemies that they shouldn't have been able to see. We've also improved the behavior of AI in a number of ways. They now navigate better, turn more realistically toward their targets, interact more appropriately to obstacles, and interfere less with your line of fire. Forest Shadows brings a new mission, new vehicles, new weapons, smarter AI, expanded customization options, and plenty of bug fixes, along with a range of visual improvements. Make room in your vacation calendars, Commanders. We can't guarantee the weather, but one thing's for sure, this summer in Enlisted is gonna be hot.